as we greet you with love this beautiful Monday morning, start of a new week, as we get closer to the middle of December. Today's the 12th, by the way. Come along with me. My name is Richie B.
Yours truly, D. John, in the building.
Jody's in the building, and so is Peter John. We're going to take care of you until 10 o'clock this morning right here on 99 FM. It's Top of the Bridge, up and go. It's now time for WTF. What the fact? Now, you're going to find this interesting. We're going over to Japan with our WTF this morning, and a traditional Christmas dinner in Japan is simply to go to KFC. Believe it or not.
Oh, really?
Yep. In Japan, Christmas means KFC. You see, on December 25 every year, you'll find millions, literally millions of Japanese people sitting down to a healthy, hearty meal, right? A hearty meal of KFC fried chicken with orders placed with the restaurants months in advance. It is so popular in Japan that you have to make reservations. Yeah, I'm serious. Look at it.
Yeah.
There it is. Yeah. The kernel is on the screen as we speak.
Yeah.
Christmas in Japan is a secular holiday with less than 1% of the Japanese population identifying as Christian. So when KFC launched their Kentucky for Christmas marketing campaign, that was back in 1974, it was an instant hit. And now KFC is a popular choice for Christmas dinners in Japan. That is a fact. The Colonel rules the Yuletide season in Japan, and to the extent that people have to make reservations. You want $4? You want whatever number of meals?
How much bucket?
How much bucket? Yeah, you want to place that in advance, months in advance, though, or else
it's amazing.
There's no there's no guarantee that you'll get your chicken
or else
for Christmas. Time now for update. And there are a number of stories that we're looking at this morning. One of them we want to start off with, though, is that of a Jamaican entertainer who recently graduated with a first degree in sociology and anthropology. We're talking about dancehall star Mr. Vegas, who shared that he's now a proud graduate of Florida International University, FIU, where he attained a degree in sociology and anthropology with a minor in hospitality management, all while maintaining a 3.9 GPA. With a note of reflection and gratitude accompanying the Instagram post of him in his FIU gown, the 47-year-old began with a recap of his journey. He spoke about the fact that in 2019, he says, I took on the task to re-educate myself. It all started with me condensing a vast amount of information that resulted in me getting general education diploma, the GED. Subsequently, I matriculated at Broward County College and graduated with a degree in mass communication. Well, he has upped his game, and now he has his first degree in sociology and anthropology. And he actually says, getting a taste of college life and ascertaining knowledge that I was not cognizant of increased my aspiration to learn. That being so, I applied and successfully enrolled at the FIU, where I changed my major to sociology and anthropology and minored in hospitality management. He went on to state that he is already contemplating going on to do his master's, because he says it's now becoming quite addictive, this whole matter of studying, and I wouldn't be surprised if Mr. Vegas goes right up to a PhD. We want to say congratulations to him, and that's a very, very good look indeed.
Congrats.
Well done, Mr. Clifford Smith, aka Mr. Vegas. And the news broke over the past several days that Leela Ike has now been added to the lineup for Burna Boy's Love Damini Tour, which heads to Jamaica on December 18. So you already had Burna Boy, Popcorn was added, and now Leela Ike, which is a fantastic addition to this lineup. Tickets are available all over the island, and they're going from a low of $7,500 and all the way up to $45,000 or some 300 US. Burna Boy stop in Jamaica as part of his Love the Meaning World Tour. That stops in Suriname on December 14, Trinidad and Tobago on December 16, Antigua and Barbuda on December 17, and then Jamaica on the 18th of December. Doors open as early as 3 o'clock, and you don't want to miss that fantastic event. We want to say congratulations now to Coffee. Her song Pull Up has been named by the New York Times on its Best Songs of 2022 list that was released just a few days ago. The 70-track list was curated by 3 editors, John Carmenica, John Peerless, and Lindsay Zolands. And the list placed in respective track lists. Coffee, who is the only Jamaican and Caribbean artist featured, is at number 23 on the list so far. According to New York Times, the best songs of 2022 was chosen by curators based on their individual tastes and likes, and identify, grapple with, or simply dance away from the anxieties of yet another uncertain year. They're very, very much appreciative of Coffee, who shares space with the likes of Burna Boy with his song Last Last. Ice Spice is on the list with with Munch. There's Stormzy with Firebase, Peru by Fireboy, DML. Ed Sheeran is on the list, and a number of other well-known names to include Taylor Swift, Beyonce, and Drake, among others. So she's keeping very, very good company, and this is a good look for Coffee with her song Pull Up being making the best songs of 2022 list, being put out by New York Times. All right,
yeah.
You gotta keep your eyes on her for the Grammy Awards. I think she's definitely getting a lot of good support that would augur well for her nomination. So we'll see how that goes. Good luck and congratulations to Coffee. That's it for Update. All right, it's now time for a series of features back to back. We start off with the proverb of the day, and this is one that I'm sure that you recognize. It says, "Wagon Badama." Oh, you have it? Oh, let me hear it from a different source.
Wagon bada morning, can't come good at evening.
I couldn't have said it so beautifully. Can I hear it again, please?
Wagon bada morning, can't come good at evening.
That is the tone that you want to hear with the proverb, right? Right. So, wagon bada morning, can't come good at evening. As for the spelling, we're not even getting into that. What I'm interested to get to is the meaning, and here it is. What that proverb means is it is unwise to spend valuable time worrying about those problems that we cannot solve. That is something you want to take with you today and right through the season. All right? Wagon by the morning, can't come good at evening. It is unwise to spend valuable time worrying about those problems that we just simply cannot solve. So we just have to get on with our lives sometimes. All right? Okay. It's 6:47, and we've got a pet peeve. Of course, pet peeves are things that persons do that you find upsetting, annoying, or sometimes just simply irritating. One of our members of the Bridge Nation has submitted a pet peeve, and we'd like to share it with you right now. And remember that you can also share your own pet peeves with us at 876-551-5782. That's a WhatsApp number, 876-551-5782. All right, we're trying to get the pet peeve of one of the members of the Bridge Nation so you can hear it. What is this male or female finding upsetting? Right after this, by the way, we get right into our then and now, or now and then, where we give you a song from now and one from back then. All right, I think the pet peeve is now ready for us, so let's hear it.
One of my pet peeve is people who scratch their private area in public spaces.
Oh gosh. Did you have to edit it in any way? It seemed like a sharp cut. People who scratch, is it man or woman or both? Who scratch their, more women than men? No, more men than women do that? Who does that? Yeah, men or people, the person said, who scratch their private area, or did he say parts or area? Area, the private area in public. You feel an itch, you feel an urge to scratch. Don't just do it out in the open like that, is what this person seems to be saying. Turn your back or go get a bathroom or do something, but don't just do it in public like that. It's unsightly. Whereas if it's a sweet itch or a sweet scratch, as they call it, it can last for a long time.
No, that's something right there.
Just blatantly out in the open like that, no regard for anyone whatsoever, and you just scratching away because you feel a need to scratch. Nah, that's not acceptable based on what this person is saying.
Hey,
and we have to agree with that. All right, find a little corner, man.
Yeah, man, this is
Have some pride, man.
It's where you scratch it.
Oh, yeah.
On the turntable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do like hardly. But they want to scratch him, go on a turntable or a CD mixer, right? Yeah. Come on. All right, so that is the pet peeve of one of our listeners. In fact, it's a male. And we're still trying to figure out if it's done by both sexes, or is it more of one than the other that does that. But whoever does, you should stop. We want to be looking at what's going on in Haiti and how it might impact Jamaica and the region for that matter. And so we have with us this morning political and social commentator Richard Dickie Crawford, who will share his thoughts on Haiti with us. Good morning, Dickie. How are you today?
Fine, thank you, Richie B. How are you?
Not too bad at all. Season's greetings to you, Sir Dickie.
All the best, my brother.
Yeah, man.
You have said it all. You know what just hit me when I listening to you?
Tell me.
Once upon a time, that Haiti was a world-ranked football team.
Yes, that's right.
Mm-hmm. No, the information that you have played for us, given us, is really sad, but it's true. And on top of all of that now, another cholera epidemic attack, is on the Haitian people. This, what you have spoken about is awesome, and I'm very worried about my own country, Jamaica, which is next door to Haiti, and ranked as maybe not the poorest, but the one just a little bit richer than Haiti, the second from the bottom. It's a very serious thing, Richie B, because the American people have, government actually, they have now developed a scheme where they are preventing migration from Haiti and I would say from Cuba as well to get into the United States of America. That is one of the latest strategies of the United States. And we know in recent times the gangs that you spoke about and those who assassinated the past president and so forth and so on, these persons, these gangsters, were found, some of them rather, right here in Jamaica, and the American government picked them up here and took them out.
Yes.
So I'm very concerned, naturally, for Haiti. But we ought to say to ourselves, we have sat and we have done little, if anything, to deal with this problem of Haiti. Some time ago, under the aegis of a former commissioner of police, we sent a top-class body to Haiti to examine this case about shipping guns to Jamaica and all of that kind of thing. And it was broadcast and shown here. We all knew, and nothing was done about it. And it just sat there, and what has happened has happened. We are now being rated as one of the most violent little societies in the world. This can't be good for us.
Can't be good at all. And it would seem as if this the superpowers all seem not to want to get involved or to assist Haiti in any way. Why do you believe this is so? This hands-off approach by the superpowers.
It's the history that here is this black nation, the first nation that challenged white power in the world and overthrew Napoleon and his people in the war for revolution and independence. So Haiti, all these years, has lived this life, and in all these years, France has drawn from them, can you imagine, a fee for their independence. They have to pay a fee for their independence. But it's not only Haiti, it's the rest of the Caribbean islands that are under French rule, as well as the African states that are under French rule. It's a dread situation, Richie B, very dread. And we have sort of, not just Jamaica, but certainly we are next door, and we have gotten involved or not involved to our own detriment at this point in time. What are we going to do here? What can we do? Because you know, Haiti has no, as you rightly put it, there's no government in Haiti. It's a set of gangs who decide what happens tomorrow morning.
I think I read where one of the gangsters was saying that he wants a seat in Parliament. He wants political power now.
That's right.
Yes.
And arms dealers, cocaine dealers, food is precious. And of course, that is another big thing that is being smuggled so that people probably can get something to eat in Haiti. It's a very sad situation.
Millions are living below the poverty line. Gangs are taking over, the distribution of petrol, all kinds of stuff going on. And as for the weaponry, it seems they're getting a lot of manpower and weaponry continuously. I
got hit in the head just 2 days ago when I was told by some people in Jamaica, who are very knowledgeable people. We are also part and parcel of a major ring of stealing copper wire, right from Jamaica, including other countries. They have a situation where they steal the wire, they sell it they buy it or steal it, and then they sell it at a certain price, inflate it, and make millions of dollars. The people at the phone company in Jamaica said to me, that's the only way we can fix your phone, Mr. Crawford, because as we fix it and you keep calling us and telling us it mash up and gone down again, it's because of just that. So we have to stop spending the money on the copper wires. Can you imagine that?
Yeah, I saw a report where some police officers, I think from Matilda's Corner, actually apprehended somebody on Hillcrest Avenue, and they had hundreds of feet of copper wire that they, in the early wee hours of the morning, they were actually out there stealing the wire. Fortunately, they were caught. I mean, that's just crazy. The Prime Minister is in the United States, or has been in the United States. Do you suspect that he'll also be highlighting the concerns that he might have with what is going on in Haiti and how that is impacting Jamaica?
Well, I heard a statement, I think, yes, from the Prime Minister or from the government that they were going to put some more, quote-unquote, pressure on the United States of America, right? Certainly that if you're going to do that, you have to do that. I mean, where we are, where Jamaica is stated, where the linkage is now being formed for more problems between Jamaica, Cuba, Haiti, Venezuela, that's no good. So we're going to have to really tell the Americans how it is, how bad it is, and really call for very serious attention for our country, because, if that does not happen, then nothing happens to relieve the problem in Jamaica, because the network of trade in guns and all kinds of stuff into Jamaica and out of Jamaica and other countries. There are also American bodies that are involved in this, So the Prime Minister needs to tell the President of the United States of America about that. Because you can't keep telling me that you're sending more people here. You're sending more FBI here to Jamaica. We increased the complement of FBI people at the American Embassy recently. But at the same time, the government of Jamaica tends to be so acquiescent and so silent on these issues that are going to affect this country. You know, the irony of it, right now I saw a sign that the Americans are talking about, please don't go to Jamaica, it is a violent-ridden country. What kind of crazy world we live in Richie B?
Oh boy. Thoughts from Dickie, Richard Dickie Crawford. He's a social and political commentator. I want to pick your brain on one topic, going off topic a little bit actually. What are your thoughts, Dickie, on the People's National Party launching December 12, which is today, as Portia Simpson Miller Day?
I guess they have to do something of that nature. I still believe the People's National Party is missing the real McCoy. I would have preferred to have seen them really lodging something of great significance for the future of Jamaica now and in the far future. I think we have overridden, I think we have overdone the personality politics. It is not taking us any further. Those days are over, and and I'm glad you asked the question because it does not apply only to Jamaica. Do you notice in the current situation that political leaders all over the world are being shot at? Look at our good friend Imran Khan.
Mm-hmm.
Look at what is happening to political leaders. People have lost respect, and understandably so, for political parties and leaders where nothing is being done for them. The whole of the situation is not only, just related to Jamaica alone, in case anybody, I'm thinking that way. But seriously, we can no longer keep telling people about what I'm going to do for you, and we're going to sort of expose ourselves as great political leaders, and yet still we have nothing to give to the people.
Mm-hmm. Very important point, Dickie. I want to thank you for your thoughts, speaking a lot of logics in that reasoning. I thank you again, and I wish you all the best for the season. Take good care, Richard Dickie Crawford. All the best. What sound is this? What do you think about it? It'll let me the next day if you think about it.
you know, honestly, every time I hear this sound, I'm like, what is this sound,
It's just that I can't say on air.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll tell you off here what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
But me feel I'm on the right track this time.
Yeah.
This time around.
I have my own ideas also, but we can't,
Yeah.
we're not gonna give any of our listeners.
We can't give anything unless we're instructed to give a clue.
Right.
But the phone lines are all open up now, and so we're going to get to the phone calls. All right. Good morning, caller. You're on the air. Hello.
Hello, morning.
Good morning, sir. Welcome. How you doing?
Not bad.
All right. Who's calling?
Garfield.
Garfield is back, man. Garfield, this time I hope that you're lucky. I hope you thought about it on the weekend, and I hope that you have the right answer. You want to hear the sound again, or you're good to go?
No, let me hear it one more time.
No problem, Garfield. Here's the sound that you must identify, our secret sound. Remember, Garfield, it's a sound that was created in Jody's lab. So think about that in constructing your answer. Having said that, what is your answer this morning?
It sounds like a rat trap, like you have when you put a cheese on it, you just you activate it and it goes off.
My producer looked across here and she says, "Did he say rat trap?" No, I don't know how to interpret that reaction. Is it like she's excited because you said rat trap, or she's just maybe disappointed? I don't know. But she said, "Did he say rat trap?" You said rat trap, right?
Yes, it's like one of those traps, as you put the thing on it and you activate it, it goes clap, 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 clap.
Oh, okay. Well, Shelz is off today, by the way. He's on leave, on vacation.
Yep.
But Garfield is our first caller, and that answer that you just gave, you are wrong, Garfield. Sorry about that. Have a good day. All right, let's go in one more time and see what this caller is thinking. This is the Secret Sound Game. It's 7:37 a.m. Welcome. How you doing?
Good morning.
Good morning, Talis. You can't trick us. How was your weekend, Talis?
It was great.
All right.
I went to church. I even went to St. Anne to the Bettina.
What?
Yes,
You-
on the seafront there.
Oh, I see. Okay. You had a good time?
Yes, with our J and Circle group, yeah.
Oh, great,
did.
great. Glad to know that you had fun on the weekend. Talis, listen, man, we need to get a winner. We want to give away several of these gift packages between now and Christmas. Today, it's your turn. What answer do you have for us?
Is it a child running a stick along the grill?
A child running a stick along the grill. Like they have a stick and they're just walking along a grill and just, oh, Talis, you're thinking.
Yeah.
You are thinking.
Yeah.
You hear Audley coming a while ago.
Yep.
Him look.
He's in my corner.
He definitely is.
Unlike Shelz.
Oh, well, he's on leave now hearing you say that. And he's like, no. Well, I tell you what. With or without Audley's good wishes, we have the verdict with that answer. You are wrong. Have a good day. Sorry about that, Talis. I am so sorry. So, let's go in one more time. 876-676-4996. Good morning, caller. Good morning. You're on the air.
Hello, morning.
Good morning. Who is calling?
This is Shay.
Hi, Shay. Have you tried before on this game?
No, it's not.
All right. I don't recall hearing that name before. Good to have you. Where are you calling from?
Portland.
Portland. That's the parish of my birth. Are you in East Portland or West Portland?
West Portland.
Like Buff Bay?
Yes.
Oh, she's in Buff Bay. You hear that, Peter John? Sorry, I meant where she's calling from. Yeah, she's calling from Buff Bay. All right. So, Shay.
Yes.
What is your answer? You know I have a soft spot for people from Portland, so I want you to win. You want to hear the sound again, Shay?
I'm going to say what I think it is. I think it is the machine the furniture guys use to staple the material on the board.
Oh, like the upholsterer.
Yes.
They use that staple gun kind of thing and, got you. Well, Shay. By the way, I got some tangerines and some plantains and bananas from various people from Portland on the weekend. I want to be nice to you, not even too certain whether or not you're the one that sent it over for me. But a man has got to do what a man has got to do. Shay, you are wrong this time around. So try again. Have a good day, Shay. She is from...
Your part.
Yeah, both Bay.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Lots of
The Great Bay.
It's a very it's right by the sea.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, right by the sea. So
very scenic.
you want to hear from more people from that
Right now.
vicinity?
More ladies.
Oh, okay. Just light up.
It's a beautiful part of the country.
It's now time for the UK Connection. And this is where we introduce the big man from London town, none other than Robo Ranks on the beat,
Robo.
103.6 FM. Good afternoon, Robo.
Good afternoon. Don't mistake me for Frosty the Snowman this morning.
Oh, I wouldn't.
Don't ever you mistake me for Frosty the Snowman, although I felt like Frosty the Snowman all night. The snow came down during the night. I woke up this morning and I realized my black complexion does not suit the color on the floor. And man, the whole place was dusty. I mean, Richie, I literally closed my door last night, locked up, and I woke up in the morning and it was like winter wonderland.
OMG. Did you have to shovel?
No, because I haven't tried to make a move as yet. So maybe in a few hours, or I can ask. There's a nosy neighbor I have or 2 doors away, very interested in my business, I might just ask him.
Yeah.
At the same time, give my little small dose of what I do and just say, can you just clear the path there? Yeah. I don't like that. I hate all of that. I just hate snow. I hate it. I hate the snow. I hate the cold.
Yeah.
All those things. I just don't like. It doesn't work out for my hue, my complexion.
After all these years?
I hate the snow. I was like that as a
OMG.
child. Kids would come on, Robbo, let's build a snowman. Build? Snowmen?
Is shoveling
No, sir.
is shoveling snow a regular activity between now and say the end of the year or into early next year?
Well, usually the snow would fall in January, February. We don't really have this winter wonderland at Christmas. The snow it falls during January, and especially February. We get a lot of snow. But I mean, with the council workers who are looking like they're going to be on strike, there's no chance anybody's going to do it for you. You got to do it yourself. Shovel the snow. Yeah, that's how it is. But I must say, well done to the emergency highway people, because the roads have been pretty well gritted. They salt the roads early. Usually what happens, they'll get the warning, an amber warning that there's going to be snow, and somebody's sitting in the depot drinking a cup of tea and smoking some cigarettes, and they say, yeah, we'll soon do it. And then the snow falls and they try to grit the road afterwards, and the usual excuse is, well, we knew the snow was coming, but we didn't know it was going to be that type of snow.
Remember,
so they get away with it.
You're connecting with a broadcaster in a country that has never experienced snow.
Nope.
So I can just imagine a listener or two traveling a while ago and said, did he just say salt the roads or something like that? Can you break that down for us, Robo? What goes on?
The salt is stone, like sharp stone and salt, and it actually looks like that very expensive salt that you usually put on your dinner in the evening. Himalayan salt. It's a pink colored salt, so they grit the road with this pink salt and stone, and usually they do it, well, as I said, this happens after the snow, so they always has an excuse like, well, we didn't know it was going to be that kind of snow. We didn't know the snow was going to blow to the left. We predicted to the right. So that means the snow doesn't get, the roads don't get gritted, and there's a lots of accidents. But to be fair, I think the UK has kind of learned how to deal with the snow. They haven't quite learned how to deal with like rain, incessant rain, but snow, they've been on point. So when you look out in the streets are pretty clear, but a lot of cars breaking down due to the weather condition and
I hope you don't get to the stage where you see cars just gliding along because they're pressing brake and the vehicles are not stopping, and there's a huge pileup of several accidents. I hope it doesn't get to that stage. By the way, Shelz is off on vacation. I think he might be in the air somewhere right now. Who knows? He might be stopping over for a few hours in London on his way to Germany, or maybe Spain, possibly, to have some offer some consolation to his team that went home. And
it was always going to happen. I mean, Richie, you've been consistent. I've been consistent. We kind of know the teams that will kind of usually get through to the last part. I mean, Brazil was really, that was the upset. I was hurt for a few hours. I was really, really hurt. I didn't want to see Brazil go out. And then when Cristiano went out, I was like, actually, I feel all right now. I just want Messi to go, and that will be it. But he's going to be hanging around for the semi-finals, as we know.
Yeah.
But the French guys have held firm.
Yeah, they have.
French guys.
More to come. Let me tell you, Robo, I predicted. I have my predictions, and let me tell you,
he has not called the name of a team as yet, by the way.
Africa.
He just says it's going to Africa, and Morocco is still there. So Morocco really.
But you're technically right, because the French football team is Africa. So you're technically right. You could be right there. Apart from Olivier Giroud and Griezmann.
Yeah.
I mean, and Lloris is practically an African team. It's full African. Cameroons, Senegalese. They're pretty much packed with Africa. But congratulations to Morocco. We have to say big up to Morocco for doing what they've done. not only for an African team but for a Muslim team.
Yep.
Because this World Cup is pretty much been centered around people's tradition and people's faith, and we all have to learn to respect other people's opinions. So a lot of that has been taken up in columns of the British media. Look what they do over there, pointing fingers. And to see a Muslim team get to the semi-finals,
The last headline I looked at was how England won the tactical battle with France but lost the World Cup war. But we'll talk some more about that later on this morning, because I don't want to get you started on that. This next guest is a Jamaican-born gospel recording artist who discovered that he was blessed with the gift of singing at a very tender age. Then in 2003, I remember it well, he entered the JCDC Gospel Festival Song Competition, and his song at that time was a song called Praise. Major success there. He has been serving in his local church. At one stage we know that he was the director of worship and also the church's music ministry, not surprisingly. And he was also leader of the youth and men's chorale. And I think it was in 2005 when I started reading that he was ordained as an evangelist. All of this is, at the time he was graduating from the university with a bachelor's degree in biochemistry. Did you know all that about Kevin Downswell? Well, it is a fact, and we have him as our guest at this time. Good morning, Kevin.
Brother.
How are you?
I am blessed. It's good to see you again.
Same here, Kevin. It's always a pleasure to have you here with us, man. How you been? And how's the family?
Blessed. We are good, and we're grateful. We're grateful. We're good.
All right.
How you been, by the way? How you been?
I am doing well. Family doing well, and we're just excited to wake up and try to wake the nation. And when we appear at work and we see your name on our list, I'm like, what? The big man are coming today. So it's a pleasure to have you once again. But Kevin, we've spoken several times before, and many of our listeners would know that. But I wanted to zero in this morning on whether it is difficult or easy for you at this stage in your career to maintain the level, the high level or levels in terms of the music that you're putting out. How easy or how hard is it?
It's not difficult. It's not easy. I would say the experience over the years would have made it more simple. Because simple and easy is different. Easy is effort, but simple means you have learned the strategies, you have learned the wisdom on how to approach things. And so it's not hard anymore. I think more so you become seasoned, and you know what not to do and what to do, and you've totally gravitated away from the unnecessary things, and you've basically centered in what matters most. And one of the things I've come to recognize is people attach themselves with genuineness. And so if what you do is genuine, if what you do is not filled with no facade, and you're trying to be two places one time, it won't work. If you identify with exactly the message that you've been born to do, it becomes more and more simple as the day go by. Simple, please don't get me wrong when I say simple, it's just that you get to know the way, you just simply get lost in what you do, and it feels, it's joy, it's much more fulfilling. That's the word. You find much more fulfillment because you recognize that what you do has such impact on a daily basis.
When do you know that one of your records is going to be a hit? At what stage do you start feeling that vibe?
Wow. I've never known.
You've never been able to say, yes, this is it?
I've never known. Funny thing is, from the day of you make me stronger to my first hit, Close to You, from then to now, you just do songs to impact people, whether it hit or miss. because whether some people might consider it miss locally when it actually hits internationally, somebody might consider it missed with them, but it hit with somebody else. Because we don't do music just to entertain. We do music to impact lives. And if one person can walk up to me and say to me, bro, that song here really do a thing for me in my life. And right now, me and my family back together, stuff like that. That is everything for me. And I've said this on stage that I would travel from Jamaica to China, to Guam, to wherever, which we've been to minister to one person if that's what God called us to.
Yeah.
So you get lost in the fact that it's impact, not just entertainment.
Yeah. I've in fact, all the songs that I've gotten from you over the past several years, I can easily say when I'm playing them that this song by Kevin Downswell has the word hit written all over it. I mean, and I was not there the recording process or anything, but that is the quality of the music, and you've done very, very well, and I'm really proud of you. Have you ever considered doing secular music, Kevin Downswell?
I've never considered, but I've been invited to a lot. I've been encouraged to do a lot. Many people, many major names in the secular industry would come to me and say, bro, you're not doing your talent any justice.
Really? How dare
Come
them?
on over, man. Let me work with you, brother. Let me work with you. Yeah, man. But I've been encouraged to do that a lot, and trust me, I'm happy where I'm at. I'm grateful. Not just happy, but I'm grateful for where I'm at.
Yeah. On your journey, you'd have had many experiences. Can you share with a very challenging moment or time, and how you got through that difficult patch for the benefit of our listeners?
I think that to be transparent, I think 2020 was a very tough time for most of us as artists. When you're exiting 2019. And you see your schedule almost fully booked for 2020. Like you see all the schedule, January, February, March, April, for the whole year. You're scheduled locally and internationally, and then a pandemic hits. Remember, you plan for stuff. You orchestrate. You plan ahead. If you're not short-sighted, you're somebody like me. You plan ahead, and you budget as well, and you do certain stuff. And I remember entering 2020 and all of what happened. March, we were shut down. I had to sit down around Zoom calls. I got so tired. I got so tired. It's Zoom calls, canceling event, discussing return of deposits. I mean, it got so laboring. And one over again. One time I said to my wife, one more again, one more cancellation, one more, and she's at that time, man, was one of the most testing time ever. For me as a person, as an artist. But I recognize that in March, one of the things that I did was instead of sitting down, the year that was one of my most testing year was one of my most impactful year, because that is the year when I went online and started doing the praying thing. The praying thing. And that literally shifted. It impacted this nation and people abroad so incredibly. Because while we were fighting and while we were in our battles, we chose to say, we said to ourselves, you know what? Forget about yourself a little bit. Because other people need some strength during this season. And that's what we did. We just poured into people, and it was mind-blowing.
Yes. As it is now, what are you currently working on? We know that the EP Carry Me did quite well from our perspective, but what's new right now for you?
We just dropped a nice Christmas single, Christmas medley, that is just really fire. Reggae. We just went straight to reggae, real reggae music. And we just merged Christmas and add some little things in between to make it a little bit different. And we're people been asking about the album for a while now, and we're basically there. We've been signed to Integrity Music, which is one of the largest Christian music recording company in the world.
Fantastic.
And so we're taking our time to get things done properly. I'm not a man who rush. I've had songs written for maybe 10 years now, that if we drop them now, it would feel as if we wrote them yesterday.
Really?
So I'm somebody who's timely, and so we have a lot working on. We have the album basically done, basically finished. We have a whole lot planned for 2023 in regards to events. We wanna host a few events. For example, people have been asking back for my event realignment. We're looking at that.
Yeah.
So we have a whole lot planned for 2023 and beyond.
All right. Any deets you can share with us on the title of the album, the construct of it? Give us a little something on that, Kevin.
I can't say what the name of the album yet, but I can definitely say that for those who have been waiting for over 4 years for a studio album, because we did a live thing at JCDC that's been still present in 2018.
Yeah.
But studio album, for those who've been waiting, let me tell you something. The wait will be worth it. We have some incredible tracks. We have some amazing collaborations. And we're working with some incredible people, And so just brace yourself a little bit and just be ready. Stay tuned with on my Instagram. Just if you we can't announce the date yet, but stay connected to my Instagram, Kevin Downswell. Facebook, Kevin Downswell Ministry. Twitter, Kevin Downswell. Everything is Kevin Downswell except the Facebook, which is Kevin Downswell Ministry.
Yeah.
We have a lot planned, so just stay connected.
Yeah. All right. And those collaborations will include local and international acts. I'm digging a little more. Yes.
Absolutely, locally and internationally.
All right. He's still not calling any names. When is it likely to drop, though, Kevin?
Well, we don't want to push it into the second half of the year because we love to have at least that 6 months for the when you drop an album the latter part of the year, it's almost too late for the value of the album, the shelf life. It's basically known as 2024 album. If you drop a lot, you understand?
Yeah.
So we want to drop it in the first part of 2023 so that it gets the time to shine as a 2023 album.
All right. Kevin, I'm going to play the song Grace, which is a new one as well from you. But before you go, I'm going to indulge you. There's somebody listening right now who maybe lost a member of their family, possibly to at the hands of gunmen. There's somebody who's depressed. Somebody might just have lost their job and is listening to us right now. Can you say a short word of prayer for us, please, here on Bridge 99 FM? Let us pray.
Absolutely. Father, wow, Lord. Father, we thank you. Father, you said you are touched by the feelings of our pain, our hurt, our disappointments. Every pain that we've felt, every pain that we're feeling, every pain that we're battling with and grappling with. Father, you feel them, and sometimes we feel as if you're far, but you're not far. You're close, and all we have to do is say, Father, and you respond. And so I pray for those who are hurting at this moment. I pray that they will find the strength to lift their hand and lift their head and say, Father, I need you. Father, you will come rushing because you said if we knock, you're going to open it. If we ask, you will grant it. And so I pray for strength now to every man, to every woman who is going through all of this. We pray for strength. We pray for grace to get through this season. Listen, the storm is going to pass. The night won't last always. One bright day, the morning will shine. The sun will pop up. And you're going to find joy. And in the midst of this, you can't find logics and reason. But in the name of Jesus, one day you will say, Father, it wasn't good, but I'm grateful that you have brought me through that because now I'm a better man. Father, we just pray that you grant strength to this nation and help us to know that the storms will not last. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. Thank you, Kevin. Always a pleasure, man. Take care of yourself,
My
your
brother,
family.
Always. Big up to Bridge.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to send you guys some drops.
Please do. The sooner the better.
Yes.
And we're going to play the song Grace now. Take care, Kevin. Always a pleasure.
Blessings.
Bye.
Blessings.
All right,
God
that's
bless.
Kevin Downswell, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for that prayer as well. So, as it has come to us, there is an incarcerated artist who has put out a song, could in fact be an album. One of the songs is entitled I Admit It. In brackets, I Did It.
Really?
Yeah. It is not a Jamaican artist, by the way. Okay. It is not a Jamaican artist. This artist is 55 years of age. His first name is Robert Sylvester Kelly are the names. R. Kelly. He may not have released this album on his own, and it did not come through his usual label, Sony Music Entertainment. But apparently it is believed to be a bootleg album which contains some songs that date back to 2018. And in one of the songs, which is entitled I Admit It, I Did It, R. Kelly says, and I quote, I done edit with a couple of fans. And he went on to say, claiming he slept with his girlfriend's friend. There's a story that goes with that, which we won't get into. One of the lines in the song goes, how they gonna say I don't respect these women when all I've done is represent? He goes on to say, and if you really, really want to know, I'm quoting him, her father dropped her off at my show and told this boy to put her on stage. I admit that she was overage. That is what he has in one of the songs on the album. Yeah. So, obviously, we have not gotten any word from him per se. The label is saying that they did not put it out. We know that Spotify had removed his music from their platform. So we're not too certain how well this album is going to do. But I Admit It seems to be out there and available at this time, even as we speak, from R. Kelly. We'll update you as we go along, all right? Now, like I mentioned earlier this morning, I was at a spot in New Kingston recently having a drink with some friends, and I saw the promoter for Sting and some friends who were also in the same locale having a drink. And while I was minding my own business, I heard some shouts coming from the direction where Isaiah Leng and his friends were gathered. And I heard one of them, they were having a drink, and they held up their glasses, and one of them said quite loudly, cheers to the greatest one-night reggae show on earth and the biggest one ever. So I looked around and I said, hey, Zai, I saw the thing set. He was all smiles. And immediately he came over to where I was seated and he gave me a few flyers, which I shared with some friends. I'm looking at one right now. In the early warms, you have people like Little Q, Fully Bad, Mayday, Sky the Limit, Aiko, Too Fast, Jaffrey Khan, Caution, Glamaton, Ja Israel, Bushawaka, Chanel, the likes of Progress and Rasta Progress, Gandhi, Rashawn, Rose Dawn, Honormosity versus Mercenary. Oh, that's a tribute. And it's a clash. Honormosity versus Mercenary, plus Richie West and Sasik and Infa. Then in the middle, the likes of Pampute, Rebecca, Moyen, Stark Ashley, Vanessa Bling, Honey Millen, Lene Sita, Chris Gale, Deno or Dino, Unknown Gringo, Dino Crazy is hosting. Bonafide Band will be there. Posh God, Lali, and Jaffras is also inside there. Jupiter, Briscoe, and Droop Lion. Then the bigger names, way up top, Baker, Kiprich, YGF Pablo, Rumba, Topman, Gyptian, Dovey Magnum, Chanel Muir, Jamil, Itana, who I saw, by the way, and greeted. Hi, Itana, and to her husband as well. 450, Kraft. By the way, Kraft met in an accident. Did you see that? Yeah, we wish him speedy recovery. I think I saw him on a hospital bed. We hope that he'll be okay. Kraft, all the best to you, son. Mali Don, Daddy One, Javilani, Shano, Valiant, Chris Martin, Jada Kingdom, Jashi, Silk Boss, Governor, and Skeng. These are the names that are on the flyer that were given to me by the promoter of the greatest one-night reggae and dancehall festival happening this year at Plantation Cove in Priory St. Anne. We're talking about Sting, Boxing Day, December 26, 2022.